what I like to do is I like to make sure all my parts are here. So we got our instruction booklet. There's Spider-Man. There's a Red Skull. And I just look at the parts and kind of familiarize myself with the steps. So I know body, body, arm, 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 cube. Put it all together, standing on his base. We got ourselves a miniature. So I want to look at these parts. I want to make sure they're all here. Kind of see what the part shape is so I don't clip it in the wrong place. And just take it step by step. So step one is the body. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to clip all the parts out. I don't like to do that. I like to do the parts as we go, because if I clip them all out, inevitably I will lose something or forget what the part is, especially things like once we get to Ultron, you'll see he has a lot of parts that are very similar to each other, and I don't want to mix those up. So what I've done is I've clipped that off, and I'm going to use my hobby knife, and there's like a little bit of the frame still connected to the part. So I'm just going to shave that off. I'm just going to gently, using a sharp hobby blade, shave that away. Then I'm also going to search for any mold lines, which this does not have any, but let's say there was one. What I then do is I switch to the back of the blade. So I turn the blade this way. I gently scrape that away. And that would get rid of any mold lines that you got. Makes it nice and easy. So let's just do this guy. Let's do this part. Once again, nice and gentle. Don't force it. If you force your hobby knife, that's when you get dangerous. We don't want to get dangerous. We want to have a good time and be safe with our hobby time. Something like that. Check for mold lines. Seems good. We'll put a little glue. This is just a little piece of silicone. You can use a piece of plastic. You can use an old cup. You can use whatever you want. Just a piece of cardboard, the lid of a coffee cup, whatever you got. I just like putting my glue out there, and then I use a toothpick. And then this gives me much more control than just pouring glue straight out the bottle. I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue around the edge here where the parts are going to connect. And I already broke rule number 1. Does anybody know what I did wrong? Does anyone in the audience know what I did wrong? Broke Dowse's rule number 1, all because I'm familiar with the parts, because I've been working with them for so long.
Is it test fit?
Yep. Rule number 1, fit twice, glue once.
That was from Llama Juice 75.
Llama Juice knew exactly what I was thinking, exactly what I did wrong. All right, let's look at our book. Step 2 is some arms. So I want to find the arm with the Hydra symbol, which is right there. I'm going to just clip that out. Yeah, you always want to fit twice. You want to fit those parts together. Make sure they fit. Make sure you understand how the keys are working. Things like that, right? That's the fist arm. So that's this hand. Now online, if you go online, the assembly guides have numbers for the parts. So you can see here some of the numbers here, 7, 8, 9. And we'll be updating our online assembly guides with numbers. Makes it a little easier. So I'm just going to clean these little bits of frame off. Man, I can't believe I didn't test fit that. Been working with these guys so long, I'm like, I know how they fit. But if you get a new kit, you get that new miniature, you always want to fit the parts together, make sure. So I'm going to look at this. This is that arm, and I want to make sure that this fits well. Just to understand how that key works. Apply a little glue, doop-a-doop. Fit it together. count it out, make sure it holds. Lay arm. Now let's do the other arm. Step number 3 over here. This is this cube arm. Just going to clip that out. And this piece right here, I'm way up in the camera, aren't I? Sorry. Like that. And the cube. Now, Red Skull comes with 2 cubes on his sprue, on his frame. Just in case you drop one. Or you want to do something fun. Maybe shave off his hand off the cube and maybe put it on an extra base. Use it as a cube fragment for the scenario. Play a game with it. Once again, I'm just going to clean this up very quickly. Get rid of that extra frame plastic. There's a gentle shave there, just nice, easy, no pressure on the knife. Do not want to use pressure at all. And then we're going to fit these together and make sure they work. Just like that. You got the 2 keys there, they just go right together. So I know that, so I'm going to go ahead and glue those together. Just a little drop of glue there. So if you get a little extra, that's not bad. You can actually use a little extra glue, like there's a little extra glue there. If that cures a little bit, you can use the back of your knife, like in that scraping motion we talked about earlier, or a little bit of sandpaper. You can sand that down and it'll smooth it out and actually fill in gaps for you. I'm going to let that cure a second before I actually glue on the cube. And let's go ahead and let's clip the head out. Now the boots, let's do the boots. Let's do the boots. We got so much to do today. Want to let that cure just a little bit before we put that cube on there like the instructions show. Just give it a few minutes so we can go ahead and get these boots ready for the next step, step number 4. Clean that off. Oh, got a little bite out of that, but that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and put this cube on now. Since we're not following our instructions. We gotta follow our instructions. Just like that. Once again, I was a terrible job and I didn't follow my own instructions. Whoops. And fits right. Nope. You know what? It should fit better. There we go. Had it kind of wonkied. There we go. Let's go ahead and clip the head out. Boop. Okay. Frame goes to the side. We'll save that cube for later. I think we got a pile of those extra cubes laying around here. We should collect them up for playtesting cosmic cube fragment scenarios.
We could make a cube stockpile, perhaps.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Be a nice little terrain feature, just like, here's a pile of cosmic cubes. All right, step 4, all the pieces glued together. I'm gonna start with the feet. Put a little glue on the stem. This just keys right up into, oh, wrong side. Right up in there. He's got these nice little keys on the underside of his coat. Now sometimes on these long keys I put like a lot of extra glue on the tip of the key. I'll kind of hit the sides and then slide it in. And what that does, it gets kind of glue all over the inside of key as you slide the part up in there. Let's go ahead and put the arms on. You can do kind of the same thing, just some glue. Whoops, keep that up there. This slides right in as per our instructions. Still not following my rules. Getting overconfident. Test the fit. Fit's great. Put some glue on there. And I like leaving the head to last because I like that moment, especially when you do Iron Man. You feel like you build the suit, and this is like, wow, final moment. And there's our Red Skull. Put a little glue on the bottom of his feet. With super glue, less is more. And we're just going to attach him. I'm going to strategically, I think I want the brick to the back. I think it will frame him nice. And I'm going to find a good position and put him on there. Red Skull. Oh! That was terrible. Unimpressive. Completely unimpressive. Let's try that one more time. Gotta count it out. I literally knocked his arm off. I'm not letting it. Takes a little bit for glue to cure. We're not really waiting for that, are we?
No, we're not. Make sure to be patient when assembling your stuff. And from chat, Dallas is using super glue here, not plastic glue.
Yeah. You can use both. I got some plastic glue. Yep, obviously you should be more patient than me because I'm just trying to get him go through the process. There we go. And there's our Red Skull done.